Hi guys, today we're giving you some Ethena updates. They have recently crossed $1 billion in total value locked, and their shards campaign is officially ending in less than 2 weeks. So if you still need to participate or want to participate, then you can do that also on Injective, and we're also going to be telling you how to import your Keplr wallets or Cosmos wallets into Metamask, alongside some semi-crypto plays with Helium and more airdrop claims just coming up left, right, and center. Let's jump straight in. All right, let's get this semi-crypto play out of the way immediately. So some of my US friends have been telling me they're paying like $150 a month just for their mobile plan. And you don't know that there's a Helium mobile service, which basically gives you a mobile service with pretty good coverage for just $20 every month, which is absurd. And you're also mining some Agent T tokens, some Helium tokens. So crazy. This is only available in US, sadly. We are waiting for you across the pond. I would be the first person to use this in Europe if it became available. So yeah, this is a great way to save like $100 every month if you're in the States. They're also a cool project. They basically allow decentralized hotspots globally, but this is a topic for another video. Next, we have a very nice surprise from Helix. They're giving a PYTH airdrop for everyone who has used their DApp and staked at least one Injective token before February 14th. People are already claiming very nice numbers in our Discord, so make sure to check if your wallet qualifies for this airdrop. Coming from our top Cosmos OG alien hunter, this is another example why Discord is the place to be. If you want to make it in crypto, if you're serious about airdrops, you simply need to be around people who are experienced and successful. And one of such places is our Discord. Now, if you want to make sure that you qualify, you can always check your eligibility criteria on their official blog and go to helix.com/airdrop to check the criteria. Next, we have Avantis. Avantis is one of those crazy degen yield farming plays where you can farm on base, potentially qualify for base airdrop, but most importantly, their Avantis LP vaults are very, very lucrative. They were giving out like 500% APR a couple days ago, and I'm sure that these will be full in a couple hours or maybe days. They have reopened recently, and it could be a very nice opportunity to get some juicy yields on base. If they are already closed by the time you're watching this, no worries, because you just need to put notifications on and they will hopefully reopen in the future again. Next, we also have some news from SyncSwap. So this is the best DEX, well, DEX with most liquidity and swaps on Zksync, Linea, and Scroll, and they've been hinting at an airdrop for a while. Hopefully it is coming very soon. If you want to be time efficient, you simply need to use a DEX deployed on multiple chains, multiple airdrop farming chains. Next one, we have Monad. Just a quick reminder that sometimes it is really, really worth it to be in Discords of the airdrops you're farming. It's actually very recommended. So make sure to follow them on Twitter and follow their Discord, because if you were simply in Monad and active member, you would have gotten about 8,000 Wormhole tokens, which is actually crazy. So quick reminder for that as well. And Monad has actually launched their DevNet on March 14th, which is great since they are soon to launch their testnet. And if we don't have PTSD from Sui, this is the one that we should definitely keep on our radar. One quick side note for Monad, they are bringing something new, parallel execution to EVM. And as you know, whenever something new pops up, such as Celestia used to bring modular blockchains, this is bringing parallel execution. So it's usually very hot on the block and worth a follow. Next up, we have the meat of this video is going to be Ethena and how to actually use Ethena on Injective. As you know, in our last video, we talked about how to actually get Ethena shards on Injective. Today, we're going to be talking about how to actually import your Keplr wallet into Metamask. So the first thing you need to do is actually copy your seed phrase from a Keplr or Leap wallet, any Cosmos wallet that you're using basically, and import it into Metamask. So how to do this, you can either currently re-download your Metamask wallet on your main browser that you're using, but then it's horrible because if you have like 30 wallets, then you're going to lose all of those wallets. A much better strategy that is recommended is to simply go here, create a new profile, new Chrome profile, and simply go to MetaMask official Twitter, go to MetaMask.io, download the download the extension. And once you have downloaded your extension, then you will be able to import your Keplr wallet into the MetaMask. So how you would do this, you simply go download the wallet, and while it's downloading, we're going to be copy pasting our seed phrase from Keplr. Obviously, I'm not going to do this on screen. So yeah. Okay, you would go here, view recovery phrase, enter your password, blah, 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 and then you would copy paste your seed phrase in the new browser extension over here. And then once your wallet is set up, you need to go here to account details, and then you show your private key. Obviously, you don't show this on screen or share with anyone ever in public. And then once you copy paste your private key, then you go to your original MetaMask on your main browser. And here you simply need to import your account by going here, add account or hardware wallet, import account, and then you choose the option private key and you copy paste the private key that you have imported on the other browser. Now, this has been the easiest way that I've seen to do this, but if anyone has better ideas, please share them in the comments below so we can all be smarter together. Okay, once you have your Injective EVM wallet ready, the last step you need to do is actually go to hub.injective.network, connect your newly imported Metamask Keplr wallet, and simply, damn you, Rabbi. I'm sorry, you don't support this network yet. I have to use Metamask. I have to. All right, so yeah, basically you connect this with your newly imported Metamask wallet, and then you are good to go. Now, granted, there's not really much to do on Injective EVM currently. There's really only like 4 dApps that you can use, but most importantly, you can get a better understanding of your Ethena portfolio on Injective, but you can also utilize Hyperlane to bridge from Injective to Injective EVM, and this is probably the biggest interoperability bridge that is coming now that most of them, other than Layer 0, have dropped, so keep that in mind. All right, so for Ethena, quick update that Arthur Hayes, one of the best traders in the world, is actually behind them. And on March 8, 2023, he has the idea of a synthetic stablecoin, and we have something like that coming to fruition 1 year later. Also, if you have lost $10 million in the last meme coin burn a couple days ago, you might be getting the refund, so amazing. Anyway, it is the more important news is that Ethena is actually a 5th stablecoin by market cap as of today. And if you want to get into the intricacies of how it all works, there is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful and long read regarding all of this in the Arthur Hayes Volume 2 on Ethena, where it essentially explains why Tether sucks, why Ethena should be the #1 stablecoin in a couple of years, and TLDR is banks hate Tether, potentially the reserves aren't fully there to back Tether, and how it all works, and why the possibility of Ethena failing is much, much lower than how USD collapsed and crashed, because some of us are getting USD stablecoin the flashbacks, PTSD from the May 2022. But basically the difference is that USD had a burning and minting mechanism where once the death spiral started, when Luna started dropping in value, USD depegged, it was just gone because the Bitcoin reserves, with Bitcoin dropping in price as well, it was just not a fun time to be around. But Ethena's yield is different because it basically funds itself from staked ETH. So they liquid stake their position on ETH, and they also have perp swaps, which means that, okay, this is a bit tricky, but basically if you have a funding rate that is positive, which means if there's more longs than shorts in the markets, then people who have long positions open, they pay shorts, and funding rates should generally be positive long term because ETH is obviously a bullish asset and it is a deflationary asset, whereas US dollar is a inflationary asset. Therefore, ETH USD should always trade at a premium, and that's why the funding rate should usually be positive. And since Ethena holds a short perp swap position to lock in the USD value of their staked ETH, they are always, well, for the most part, generating a positive yield from this strategy. And as you can see, the data backs this up. The funding rate has been mostly positive, annualized weighted funding over the last couple of years. Obviously, nothing is without risks. There is always risk of something going on with with the centralized exchanges that they are having their funds on. There's also risk of liquid staking derivatives, smart contract risks, slashing risks from validators. If we go bearish for a long time, there might be negative funding, smart contract risks on Ethena itself. Obviously, the potential rewards far outweigh the risks, in my humble opinion, but of course, don't go aping all your life savings or mortgage your house or anything. Just because something is good doesn't mean it is without risk. So how do we get USD on Injective? We simply go to Helix app and you connect either with your newly imported Metamask Injective EVM wallet or your normal Keplr wallet. But let's say for the purpose of this video, we do both. So choose the amount that you want to swap into USDe. Make sure the rates are refreshed, and if you have connected via Injective Hub properly, then you will actually be able to use a MetaMask snap functionality to make a swap. However, for the purposes of being old-fashioned, you can also just use your Keplr wallet. For this functionality, it's literally the same thing, same seed phrase into different providers. So let us use the traditional Keplr wallet for this swap. You make a swap, and once you have done so, you can already start generating some shards on Injective because you have accumulated them on other chains. And then further, what you can do is go to Mito, and here you have a very nice APR, 33% on a stable pair, USD, USDT. You can deposit your liquidity here. Now, this is where you actually generate both the Mito rewards. They're a tokenless project, so you potentially qualify for their future airdrop and get some shards and rewards. This is another alpha from our Discord from the OG legend Alien Hunter. Thanks and big shout out for that. Lastly, I had no idea that Ethena is already so well established across DeFi. So, for example, they're already deployed on Scroll, Mode, Metis, Kava, Fraxtal, whatever the hell that is. So their DeFi opportunities are booming, and soon we should get much more adoption, which is very, very bullish because we'll be able to play around with Ethena stablecoin and synthetic derivative very, very soon. Lastly, we can go into some crazy strategies with Zircuit. If you actually have Ethena on mainnet, Ethereum mainnet, you can deploy it here to go really in the rabbit hole of rabbit holes. So you can generate both staking APR, restaking APR from Eigenlayer, and liquid restaking from Zircuit, as well as Zircuit points. It's actually crazy. More on this in the Eigenlayer update coming up soon. And if you really want to go extra mile, you have your dad's S&P 500, your Bitcoin and ETH holdings, and you also have your Gen Z's Gearbox, where you basically burn your deposit to generate insane returns on your shards. So basically looping strategies where you deposit, borrow automatically. They do it for you and you generate crazy amount of shards. And that's a wrap on all the airdrop claims, DeFi news, and Ethena updates for this week. If you find the content valuable, consider liking and subscribing with bell notifications on. And we're waiting for you in our Discord, where for the last year we've been really smashing it. If you're ready to take your airdrops and crypto game in general to the next level, make sure to be around communities who are already very, very experienced. One such is our Discord. Till next time, have an amazing day.